what's the leap? That's the leap. How is it possible, frankly, for those people who have not read this, I can completely, I'm only here because I am so crazy about this book. And I got to read it very, very early. And I actually started reading, and I first started laughing, and then I started crying because Tim is so talented, and I wanted to slap him silly. But I think people don't, I think it's hard to understand how a kid has your background, does what you did, has this journey, and then seemingly, all by yourself, you have a book. And we're sitting here in this legendary place. People have actually gathered to hear about it. And frankly, it's confusing to people. How do you it's not a normal path. Mommy, I want to be a novelist, so I'm going to go to Broadway.
Yeah.
So how does that happen? Because it's actually a book. It's not a piece of crap.
Thank you. I wouldn't print that.
Here's what I did say.
This is true.
No one captures Broadway or the kids who want to be part of it with the humor, insight, and heart of Tim Federle. This hysterical and heartwarming story is for everyone who dreams of going out there a middle schooler and coming back a star. That's my book.
How about that? The reason I sort of didn't write for so long was because there was this other thing that was working out, which was performing in shows. And, you know, I had like an old dance partner sitting in the front row. I mean, my favorite thing to do on a show is to make my friends laugh. It's always been to, when you turn up stage, make your friend laugh. And so I think this is just sort of an extension of, you know, being the class clown.
It's an obvious question, but it will occur to everyone when they get to the first page. How much of you is in this book versus how much of, say, the Billy Boys are in it, or you know, the little guys in Gypsy, or and then you did Chitty.
Yeah.
You know, Henry Hodges is here. You did Chitty, and you know, you've done so many shows that had kids in them.
Yeah.
Who at the time were what you had been.
Yeah.
So you've had so many kids in your life, and is Nate an amalgam of them?
Yeah. Yes. And he's referring to Billy Elliot. I was like a resident associate choreographer, which means I was a dance captain who had a good agent. And I worked with the kids in the show. Some of them are here, which is so great to see. And I was very inspired by them because anyone who works with showbiz kids knows that they're kids, so they're still kids, but they get it. They get all the jokes, and they have a sophistication that. That I don't think I had when I was 13. So this book is from the perspective of sort of a version of me when I was 13. Chapter 1, some backstory. I'd rather not start with any backstory. I'm too busy for that right now. Planning the escape, stealing my older brother's fake ID, oh, he's lying about his height, by the way, and strategizing high-protein snacks for an overnight voyage to the single most dangerous city on Earth. So no backstory, not yet. Just fill in the pieces. For instance, if I neglect to tell you that I'm 4'8", feel free to picture me a few inches taller. If I also neglect to tell you that all the other boys in my grade are 5'4", and that James Madison, his actual name, is 5'9" and doesn't even have to mow the lawn for his allowance, you might as well just pretend I'm 5'9" too. 5'9" with broad, slam-dunking hands and a girlfriend in high school and a clear, unblemished face. Pretend I look like that, like James Madison. He's just taken a 10-hour bus ride overnight from Pittsburgh, and he's arrived, and his outfit is the way your outfit would look after a 10-hour bus ride, but he's made it to the front of the line. Hi there, the casting assistant woman says. Oh my God, it's my turn. Her face is shiny and warm, but dotted with those same warp-speed darting eyes all the people here have. It's like everyone in New York is afraid they're going to be caught cheating at poker. Are you here for the audition? Yes. Okay, the casting woman says, laughing, handing me a clipboard and a pen. For a moment, I think she's asking for my autograph, and I panic, wondering which signature I'll use. The one with all lowercase letters that connect, so the E of Nate loops into the F of Foster, or the one where I sign it like a cross, so Nate goes left to right, and Foster comes straight down on the page like a crossword. Sharing the E for Foster, I mean, not to be complicated. But it's just a form that she's handing me, like at a dental office, and that never goes well for me. I'll just need you to fill out this sheet and have your mom or dad or guardian sign it, assuming, she says, tapping my hand like with a pen, like we're best friends studying for a test, you are under 18. She winks. No adult has ever winked at me, other than the science teacher in elementary school who had the neurological condition. Sure, I say, but then I start sweating straight through my shirt. Mom or dad or a guardian's signature? This is a disaster. After pulling off one of the great suburban escapes of all time, I'm getting sidelined on a technicality. It's like at the Olympics, when after 1,000,000 years of training, some high diver accidentally has a poppy seed muffin and can't compete because his pee test looks like he's had drugs or whatever. My older brother told me about this phenomenon once when he was beating me up. I retreat to a small Ripley Greer hallway alcove, imagining backup scenarios. And to find out what happens...